I think we should start with the session. Um, am I audible to everyone and to Shreya?
Yes, I think we should begin.
Okay. So, welcome everyone to the session, and it is about writing about press releases. And welcome Shreya for the speaker of the session.
Thank you so much for having me here. It's a pleasure.
Yes. Okay. So, I guess we can start with a brief introduction of yours, and then we can move forward with the presentation. And side by side, we can take the audience questions as well.
Perfect. All right. So before I start, I just want to confirm once from the audience that you can hear me, right? Like perfectly fine, no disturbance, nothing. Just if you can drop a yes, it will be great. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So introducing myself very quickly, my name is Shreya Anand, and I am a content writer and marketer by profession. I have been freelancing in this industry for the last 4 to 5 years, and now I have floated my own company called Writeoric, and we basically, you know the drill, right? I mean, we are content writers and marketers. So what we do is we help businesses with the same needs. So now today we will be talking about something which is a bit on the untapped side of the content industry, that is press releases. Yet we don't really realize that this is something that everyone needs and demands, and you have, I guess, I'm really guessing that most of you, if you are in the freelance industry as a content writer, you must have written a press release in some form of the or the other, but you were not aware about this. So if we look at the first screen, I think the inside out is really gone out, so that's fine. I think that's fine. But yes, in this presentation today, we'll be knowing at a beginner's level a very, at a level where you can actually enter this industry and start off something in a press release as a, press release writer, and you will try to know and cover everything inside out. So yeah, I'll begin with this. So moving to the next slide, what exactly is a press release? Okay, a press release is nothing but a newsletter. Okay, a newsletter which is floated by a company, a big company, a big news channel, or anywhere. It can be anywhere. It can be from an education sector. It can be from any industrial background or sector. It doesn't have. It does not have to matter. Okay, a press release is basically when a company or you and me informs their target audience or their target market that they have come up with something new. Okay, it can be as basic as uh, a product launch, okay, a service launch. I mean, big companies, they come up with press releases only when they have something new in the market, right? Like let's take Geo for example. When they were launching these free SIMs, they were giving away these free SIMs, okay? So they came up with this press release, and that headline it made like terror in the market, like they are, which said that they are releasing and giving away free SIMs of Geo to people. So what did this do? What did this exactly do? This was a press release, okay, and this gave away the information to their consumers that they are bringing in something new in the market, and this is something that the audience will be interested in, and hence this entire format of writing is known as a press release. Now, ultimately, you can say that this is a 1 to 3 page document, but the thing is that a press release is basically as short as possible, and it is written as a one pager only. So I have a question from Yathanshu. What is the difference between tagline and baseline under press release? Okay. So when we talk about the difference between a tagline and a baseline, I can say that this tagline is basically the hooking statement that actually catches the eye of your audience. Okay, that one line that will make your audience read your content. Okay, so it's the attention. Yes, you're right. It's the attention getting line or whatever you can say that. After reading this tagline, is when you will decide whether you read this uh, case or not. But on the other hand, a baseline is basically what exactly the product is all about. Okay, what is the baseline? What is the base? What is the end result of your press release? So that will be the baseline. Okay. Newsletter can be viral marketing also, and is it circulated via email, like in a case of newsletter? I didn't really get this question, Souvik. If you can, you know, if you can elaborate a bit more on this, I'll catch you on these questions later. Till then, we'll move to the next slide. Okay. So now that you know what a press release is, we'll just quickly discuss the reasons for a press release, and you guys can have all your questions ready. I'll be happy to answer them. I'll just finish this off, and then I can concentrate and answer your questions. So, yes, as I was already telling you, so what are the different reasons that a press release is done? One is a company announcement. If a company is, they are restructuring or relocating, or there is an expansion going on, or there are new strategic partnerships and amalgamations with other companies. Then there is a new investor in town, or there is something new which is happening with the company, then there's a press release. Apart from that, if there are new products and services which your target market should know about, will be interested about, then this would be a new press release. Now, if you take one example for McDonald's, right? So McDonald's has partnered and has launched its new meal, which is in collaboration with BTS, that is the Korean pop band. Okay, so when this happened, they launched an entire campaign which is worldwide, but there are only two spots in India which will be getting this meal. One is in India and one is in Delhi. So, how did we come to know about this? Press release. Okay. So yeah, again, if there is an initiative announcement, if there is any NGO that is taking forward some campaign or some initiative where you can donate something, or any charitable initiatives or social well-being initiatives, anything, everything and anything can come under press release. Employee announcement. So yeah, you might be wondering why employee announcements. I mean, how do we get? But the thing is, when you go higher on rank and higher in company, so if Azim Premji or Mukesh Ambani does something, I mean, you will be interested in knowing who is taking over their thrones, right? So that is what exactly employee announcements in terms of press release will mean. So when we talk about that, who is taking over? I mean, who is the new CEO of Wipro, or who is taking over Microsoft, or if then the Suns take over, Anand Ambani or whoever. So that is why new employee announcements come under press release only for these big shot companies. And sometimes even small companies, they take this honor to introduce new employees who come in as a manager or a general manager or in the board of directors. They do take this opportunity to release a press release. Now, if you get honors and awards, of course, there is a press release. I mean, that's very common. So when you're getting recognized by a certain entity which is honorable for you and your organization, you do get a press release out. And yeah, so that is another reason for press release. And research results. So sometimes what happens is you release a press release not because you want to show something, but you want to know something. So there are various. So I remember long back, Times of India had launched, one of the companies had launched a product, a perfume product, if I'm not wrong, and they sent with every newspaper. They had sent this sample of that scent. Okay, you could. So in the morning when I got up, I actually went out and I saw this was some different packaging and something, and then I picked this scent. There was this rectangular like a patch paper, and I smelled it, and there was this beautiful smell. The perfume was beautiful. Okay, so and after this, what was done is the paper was redirected to this new space in the paper where this press release was there, and they introduced a new product, and they wanted to know, okay, from us as consumers that if we liked this product. So it was in the initial stages. I really don't remember the brand name. I'm very bad at it, but this was an innovative strategy, quite expensive but innovative. And in this way, in this method of the press release, they actually wanted to, take and know the opinion of you and me as consumers as to what exactly will be the research results of this press release. Will it work in the market? Like more like a survey, like a market research, right? So these are few of the reasons for a press release. So we can move to the next slide. Harshika, I think we can move to the next slide. All right. So now the next question is, who cares about this information? You put out a press release, okay? You might have a company, you can also put out a press release. So who will care about this information? To be very short and crisp here, it is going to be your target market, right? Now you have to be very sure as to who is it that you're going to target, who is going to be the target that is going to care about this information. So a press release is anybody, any company who wants to release something or get your audience to know something about it. Only the target market will be interested. Otherwise, your friends and family are not going to be interested about the thing. Okay, so they are the ones who are going to care about this information and not anybody else. So we can, having said that, we can move to the next one. All right. So now coming to the main part, okay. So as you and me, as content writers, okay. Now we have learned. I mean, we have understood what is the press release, who needs it, why is it given out, and blah blah blah. But that is not our concern. Our concern starts from here. That is, how does the press release look like, and how do we write it? All right. So typical format consists of a heading. Now this will consist the title, and this title should be like a killer copy. Okay, this will contain the main purpose. I mean, their title should give it out. Your title should not keep your audience confused. It should give the entire information out as to what exactly a press release is going to be about. All right. Now we talk about the subheadline. So the subheadline is nothing but the subheading that comes below your title. So if you've seen a newspaper article, right, you know how the articles are. There is this one heading and there is a two-line heading explaining exactly a bit more on what has happened, why is this, what is this article all about. So that is your subheading. Now, after this, the city, state and date is just like a newspaper report but a bit different because a report reports what is happening in and around you. It's factual data. It's more of factual data. A press release is a bit different. A press release is intentional media attention to be directed towards your product, service, or anything that you want to showcase to your audience. Okay. So coming back here, it's city, state, and date. Next is the body, 2 to 4 paragraphs at the max, nothing more than that. So in this body, you basically start with. So how do you write this? I have 2 more slides dedicated to that. So now let's just run through the format. The next is boilerplate. That is general company description. This is always there. Okay, if you're a company who's releasing a press release, you will have to have like a 2 to 3 liner about what your company is about and what do you do. And the last will be the contact information, which will be the PR of the company with the job title, mail, address, and phone number. All right. So this is how a press release looks like in a written state of manner. The next slide, which I have put in a picture, which will help you understand exactly how this looks like in reality. So we can move to the next slide, please. Um, I think, am I audible or am I audible? You guys, am I audible? Okay. Okay. So yeah, now that you can see this, this is the title, a press release template. Consider this as a title, okay? So there's this headline, there is a sub headline, all right? And then you have 5 paragraphs, but you can just cut it down to 4. So your headline should be able to create that impression of the attention grabbing nature that it has, and it should be able to do the talking by itself. You don't really need to write a jibber jabber all over your body. It the headline should give it out. Okay, so here is it: the headline, then you have the dateline, then you have the subheading, then you have the description, and always there should be a call to action. I mean, as writers, we know that, right? The importance of the CTA, it has to be there. And anything you write, it doesn't have to be specific. It be a blog, a website content, ad copy, a press release. There has to be a call to action. What is the end result? What do you want your audience to do? Okay, you have introduced a new SIM, as I already gave you the example of a Geo SIM, right? So you introduced a new SIM. So now what? What do you want the audience to do? You want them to go try it out, right? You try it out, you give us feedback, so that will be your CTA. That will be your call to action. So yeah, there's one more important thing, which is quotes. Okay, so when you're writing a press release, it's an insider information which is coming out to the limelight, right? So always have an insider person doing some talking about, just bringing out their opinion on this press release or whatever you release it. I mean, there is a reason for the release, right? So what is it like? You're bringing in media to release something, to make your audience aware about something. So there has to be some insider knowledge to this as well. So what you do here is it is always very good if you are able to talk to somebody from the inside and get some quotes, mark it down, as they say, just write it down and paste it as is. Of course, it should be related to this and not like something out of the world, but yeah, you get it, right? So this is how a press release template should look. Now, moving on to the next slide, we will talk about exactly a bit more on how to start. So now, the 5 W's, very important. So where to start? Many writers start, the basic thing that you should do is by listing out the 5 W's. Now, who is your audience? Question 1. Who is the news about? Who is your audience? Who are you going to be writing this for? Second, what is it that your audience is going to be interested in? What is it that your company that you are writing for is wanting you to put out? Like, you have to get the exact message correct. Okay, if you want to crack a deal in press release, it's a very important fact is that you need to understand how to write this in the first place, because people think it's very tough. It's not. The thing is, people don't understand how to write this in the first place, okay? And that's why they make it very difficult. It is very basic. It is very simple if you understand and crack exactly what both the parties, that is the company who's going to hire you to write this press release, and the audience that you will be writing this for will like to read when you write this, okay? Because it has to be a combined equation. Otherwise, just writing it for the company, but if the press release doesn't work well for the audience, then it's not going to do any favor, right? So yes, who is it that you're going to write about? What is it that you're going to write about? When? The timing is extremely important. Now, you cannot go and there is a correct timing for everything. You have to write and release the press release before the product is launched. Okay, you can't do it like 6 months after the product is launched. That's completely useless. So this is something that you will need to know. And but this is more like this is nothing you can do about. This is more for the company to know. But as a writer, this is something like if you bag a gig for like press release, these are the things you should keep in mind. I mean, you'll sound as an expert. So, and the next question is for how long? Because you can't keep running the same press release again and again and again. Okay, there is a time period, there is a specific amount of time that you need to put the news out. You just put the message out to your audience that this is there. Hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and this is there. Just remind them 2 to 3 times, not more than that. However, if there are further developments, every time that you remind them with these further additions. Only then are you going to invest in another press release. Otherwise, it's not required. Okay. Now, where? Where is your company located? Where is your event? Where can refer to your online location as well. Now, choose the correct social media platforms if that's where. Now, keeping the COVID situation in mind, okay, everything goes sideline, and the only platform available for sharing anything as little as press release is online, right? So when we talk about online, it has to be, you have to very wisely choose who's your audience. If it's the youth-oriented audience, go for Instagram. If it's a mature audience, go for Facebook. If it's a professional audience, go for LinkedIn. And if it's somebody if you're looking for a mixed category, then go for Twitter. But Twitter is not. I mean, yeah, you can just write a one-liner and give a link to your press release. You can do the press release on your website and redirect people to it, through various social medias and give the link in my bio and stuff like that. So yeah, so that is about where and why. Why is the signif? Why do you do a press release? Is because that is the reason of the press release. So you need to understand why are you writing this and accordingly convey the message. And don't write this anything and everything. This is not an essay. This is not a creative blog writing competition. This has to be written to the point, uh, as short as possible, as crisp as possible. There is nothing going here and there which happens in a press release. Okay. So with this, we move on to the next slide. Yes. Now coming to the interesting part. Where is the market demand for press release? Now, if you actually look for, if you are familiar with how to search for opportunities on LinkedIn, manually, not via coming across posts or job opportunities, you actually look for these job opportunities. That is where you will realize how good of a demand press release has. Even if they don't really put out a requirement for press release, people ask for content writers, okay? And most of the time, if they're asking to take you on a retainer basis, press releases will be a part of it. All right. So it's everywhere. It's genuinely everywhere. It's just that we have not been paying much attention to it because these days blogs and articles and website content are the interior terms which are being used a lot more repetitively. But press release as by itself doesn't really come to you like as an opportunity. Okay. So yeah, moving on to the next slide. Now, how to get your first client. Now, this is the most important part. I'm pretty sure many of you must be waiting for this one. So now there are two ways. There are two people who are going to give you this opportunity. One are top MNC companies or even mediocre doing MNC companies who would like to get media attention. And second are journalists. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure there must be a lot of frowning eyebrows here. I mean, why journalists? Let me tell you for a fact that not all journalists can write. Okay. So they might outsource work as well. So what happens is, you're taught all of this in journalism in the course, you have a degree. But it is what it is, right? Not everyone can write. Not everyone has the potential to write. And that is what we content writers here are for. I mean, we are doing grant writing, proposal writing. So, what is there in a press release? So, yes, your first target audience will be journalists. So, I suggest today go to your LinkedIn if you're really interested in getting a press release line. Go to LinkedIn and search bar type journalist. Go through the most interesting profiles that you have. Send them a connection request and send them a cold pitch saying that you would like to work for them on a press release. And but before you do this, I mean, of course, you need to at least have something as a sample or a portfolio. I mean, you guys know how this works, right? So always keep like an imaginary product. Just create an imaginary product. I mean, create a press release. Okay, so you can create a press release for you being available for service. It's as simple as that. It's your sample. It becomes your sample. You get to show your entire working talent as how efficient you are and how well you can do this. And when somebody asks you for that, if you have done something like that, you always have something to show. So this becomes first, that is journalism. Second is companies. You can do this through LinkedIn, Upwork, Fiverr, or Google. Why I say Google? If you actually put in, as a press release opportunities, you really get a lot of websites who are looking for candidates to write press releases for them, and you can find this in the career tab of their website. Okay. So now I'll talk more about LinkedIn. Upwork and Fiverr, I would recommend, I mean, yes, they are good opportunities on Upwork or Fiverr, but they have a high commission, rate of up to 15 to 20%. So that's a lot. I mean, I don't even think that's fair, but okay. So yeah, let's come to LinkedIn. You target companies, okay? You target, don't target like small companies like MNCs or something. I mean, target big ones, uh, so that I mean, medium to big ones, so that I mean, they might need a press release also. And before you send your cold mails and pitches to these companies, I recommend go to their website, study their products and services, and when once you strike if you don't get anything already from their website, then go strike a conversation with them and ask them what do you do and what are the products that you're offering, what are the services you're offering, is there anything new that you're going to launch? Learn about it and then place your offer. Okay, so this will make more sense and this will lead to more conversions rather than just dropping in their mail and saying, hi, I'm so and so and I'm interested to write press release. Please let me know if there are any opportunities. Let me tell you, this is the most irritating line that you can ever come across, because I am not interested. Genuinely, I get so many messages on LinkedIn, saying that, hey Shreya, I am looking for a work opportunity. Let me know if there is anything that I can do for you. You tell me something. Why would I want to work with somebody like that? You tell me. First you show, first you prove what your value is, what you're capable of, what your potentials are, and then is when I will decide, and then is when you can put the icebreaker and place your offer. But first you need to show the party that you are capable of doing something. There's a way of doing it. There's a way of bringing the conversation. So here is where I covered the craft a killer pitch and irresistible subject line to your rescue. I mean, of course, that goes without saying, right? Your pitch should be powerful. Your pitch should be unique. Don't make that boring. Hi, I'm interested. This, that. Nobody's interested in that. Mm. Really let your pitch talk for yourself. Keep it as short as 160 characters, and see what happens then. Okay? If you're sending a mail, keep your mail, your subject line should give away exactly what you want. You want them to hire as a press release writer, say that. Or if you want, or make it even more creative, like for example, have you thought about have you if you know the product in detail, if you know like what product or service are they going to launch, you can actually say, have you planned for XYZ product or service press release, something like that. Okay, I'm just giving examples. So now comes the timing. You have to be, I mean, you have to know that you will be, if you're approaching a person at the right time, right? I mean, always target those companies which are going to launch something new. Okay, you will come to know about it. I mean, if you talk to these founders and CEOs and CFOs, they will give it out. Or sometimes they give hints on their website as well, like something new coming up, or their social media handles is something new coming up. But let me tell you, okay, they don't really think they should invest in a PR or something like that. They don't even think on that. So sometimes when you say this, they might not even have the need, but you will create this need by telling them why is it important. Okay? Any publicity is good publicity. I mean, if you want your products and services to launch, so any amount of traction is good traction. So yeah, and of course you have to keep following up. I mean, you have to be shameless here. Always keep following up, be it the press release or any other client. I mean, follow-ups are a must. So yeah, I think we can move to the next slide. I think we'll talk about the pricing strategy now. How to price your press release. So now the thing here is press releases are typically anywhere between 250 to 300 words or maximum 400 words. Okay, that's a one to two pages. But a good press release is anywhere between 250 to 300 words. That's it, not more than that. Now, one word document fits this 275 words. So, you tell me now, will it be fair that if you charge per word or per hour or flat rate on this one project, or would you like to go on a retainer basis? This will completely depend on you. But there are certain things that I want you to understand that goes behind writing a press release. One, you need to do your research in and out. Okay, you need to know about the product in and out. You need to know the USP of this product. You need to know the viability of this product. You need to know how is it that this product is going to um, affect you as a company? How is it that it is going to affect the company's competitors? And how is it that this is going to benefit the audience? Is there already a similar homogeneous product in the market? Yes or no? These are some of the questions that you will have to answer. You will have to research on before you get into a press release. Okay. So now here, this is not like a blog or article. Okay, writing a blog and article is a bit more easier than this. I mean, way more easier than this. But this will take you a lot of effort and research because there are shit tons of things that you need to research on. But you will have to pull this down to just 250 to 300 words or lesser. Okay, because there are a lot of things, other things, address, date, time, this goes into all. That all includes the word limit. Now, what you will be charging for is your research, the number of hours that you have invested in this, all those all those hours when you have compromised on other projects for this project, okay, and basically everything, your Wi-Fi, electricity, everything comes into this, okay. You charge for a project based on how much energy is coming in from your side. That includes everything, okay. Now, now you decide a fair price as to how you charge your questions. If you're charging per word, I suggest please do not quote below 3 rupees per word. Okay? Don't. This should be a starting. This should be, if you are not really confident and stuff like that, this should be a starting. But anything you need to charge on the higher side as well. Now, if you're charging an hourly rate, that will depend completely on you. Okay, how much do you charge? If you're a premium writer or you're a beginner writer or intermediary writer. It will all depend on you. How do you want to charge hourly rate? But um, now the flat rates that are going on, it starts anywhere between $5 to $500. So that is something that is already going on. So this is the rate which is there in the market. So you can earn it up to $500, and it all depends on your it all at the end of it, it all depends on how well you convince your audience, the person that you're approaching. So this should be your pricing strategy. These are the few things that you need to get into your mind before placing a pricing strategy. Always ask these questions to yourself, and then is what you need to give out your rate. Everyone's pricing strategy cannot be the same. Something that might seem good for you might not seem good for me. Okay, it all depends on person to person. So I cannot give you a pricing strategy as such, but I can tell you exactly, as I told you, how to get your own pricing strategy. So this is my take on the pricing strategy. We can move on to the next slide. See, so that is what I was talking about. What are the cost factors? How is it that you're going to charge a press release? Apart from what all I told you, there are three more things. That is quality. If you're really confident that you will be delivering quality, please go and charge, as I told you previously, how to do it, how to determine that. Charge based on your quality, charge based on the scope of work. Now, sometimes what happens is, even in the press release, you need to follow these SEO guidelines. You need to do the distribution also sometimes. And when I say distribution, you will have to coordinate with the media house, and you will have to. So that will be a different charge. That should you should include, or you should always ask what is it that you expected. You just want to write, you just have to write, or you have to distribute as well. Because if distribution comes into play, then that's a different charge altogether. And then comes the compliance. There are 101 things that will go into this test release. Okay, you can't do this, you can't do that. Do you have your own creative freedom or not, or do you have to listen to the company? Do they have some given ground rules that you cannot break, and something? All of those things will come. And the last is your work ethics. How do you charge? Okay, you charge hourly, you charge per word, you charge flat for the project, or you charge, or you would. Retainer doesn't really come into question here until and unless you are being asked to work again and again. But yeah, so that will be the cost factor of how I've already told you how to get your pricing strategy right. Now, these are the other factors that will affect your pricing strategy, and now I'm pretty sure you will be able to devise a good pricing strategy and create a good pitch. So I think with this we move on to the last slide, which talks about the insider tips. As I have been doing this for a very long time, these are the common mistakes that I can say a beginner or a fresher, or even a person who's not very long with press releases make. And this is what you should avoid from day one. Now, first is keep it short. No long messages. Okay, so to keep it as short as possible. And press release is like a long lost best friend to copywriting. Okay, so treat it as a copy. Okay, write it and then edit it 7 to 8 times. Edit ruthless. Don't think कि क्या हो रहा है, कहाँ जा रहा है, क्या हो रहा है. Don't think about all that, because as a writer you need to give the clean content to your to who's hired you, who's paying you for the work. They should be happy. The end result should be served. So treat it as a copy. Okay. Now, always, yeah, as I already told you about the quotes, always include the insider buzz. There should be at least one quote in the entire press release from the CEO, CFO, or any insider, higher authority board person. Never forget your SEO. Now, when there is no SEO given to you, the name of the product or the service becomes your SEO. Okay, at least use it like 3 to 5 times. Yeah, 3 to 5 times in your entire press release, and you're good to go. Stick to one page. Always try to stick to one page. Don't go beyond that. Because the longer the press release, nobody wants to read it. You know, right? Today, the attention span of the audience has decreased from, I don't know, million to none, I can say. But yeah, it is what it is, and it's better if you stick to one page so that just convey whatever the message is there in 1 or 2 paragraphs, and add a CT and get over it. And the last thing will be convey exactly what the company wants to convey, nothing more, nothing less, and edit it exactly in the way the audience wants to read it. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? So there are two ways to do this. One, you write as the company's employee. Okay? Think that you're the company's employee, you have made this product. Write it in that way. Now, when you edit it, switch your mind frame, and now you become the audience. How would you want to? What do you think is unnecessary information? Take it out. Take it out. Take it out. Take it out. Your editing is done. So I think with this we are done. And yes, thank you for your time. Now I'll be happy to answer your question. So yeah, so Savik, newsletter can be viral marketing also, and it is circulated via email, like in the case of a newsletter. I think you think press release can be viral marketing also. Please correct me. You've used newsletter 2 times, so I'm getting confused here. Okay. I don't think so. Yeah. Next, Shubham, how can we get internship or experience for starting in this? See, honestly, you can really go for internshala. There are plenty of opportunities. You don't really need experience, okay? Sometimes you can just go and apply for these internships, get submit an assignment, and you'll be good to go. Otherwise, if you really want someone who to pay you well and stuff, go to LinkedIn, I suggest, and keep all these things that I said in mind, and accordingly create your pitch, and you'll be good to go. Next is where the product is available could also come under the baseline as Chroma or Reliance affairs. Would it come under press release, Harshita about her talk show on media, or will it not? Yes. So Harshita is an individual who is promoting her talk show, and every new event can be treated as a press release. Okay. But this is one thing that I would like to clarify, that a press release is done more on for somebody who when given the media attention will benefit from. Okay, like you and me and Harshita, we are not really known to the audience much, and us doing a press release doesn't really matter. So it will all depend on who is doing it, who is the company. The bigger, the better. Okay, that's the best way to answer. Okay. Can the PPT slide be sent after? Okay, okay, okay. How this you can also call it brand associate. Can you speak a bit louder? Was I not audible?
You are audible, I guess.
Okay.
We have next question by Yathanshu. Should I read it,
Okay.
Shreya?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Cadbury releases a press release where they do the hyper localization promotion in the city of Mumbai. So as you're from Mumbai, so my question is, they didn't mention about their product in that ad. But in the template, at the last, we have to inform about the company or not in the press
Or
release.
is
He's
it
asking.
not obligatory? Okay. Okay. Good question. So what what exactly this thing was about, Yathanshu. What you're saying is they released a press release where they did a hyper localization promotion in the city of Mumbai. Okay, so I don't really think this counts. What made you think this is a press release? Did they actually release a product or a service? Did they do that? I don't think so because sometimes what? Okay, let me explain this in another way. We often misinterpret a press release for an ad copy. Okay, there are these are very two different things. So I don't know where did you come with this. This this press release. This was not a press release. I don't think this was a press release. Uh, but because the template that I've given you, that is the universally accepted press release template. Okay, so that is what everyone uses. And a press release, no, it basically comes on the website or the newspaper or some social media. It won't come otherwise. Otherwise, it won't come. So, yeah, I think that's about it. 3 rupees per word, yes, 3 rupees per word for press releases should be a starting rate. And yeah, cancer, form, science, English, the font size changing that happened because I made this presentation on my phone. Okay, so please excuse me for that. Uh, it was very difficult to make it on the phone, so because my laptop wasn't really helping me out. So I did it on the phone. So yeah, the press release can be viral marketing also, and it is circulated via email. Yes, yes, definitely, Sovic. A press release can be viral marketing also. A press release is very similar to a newsletter, okay, a company newsletter. So, company performance for a quarter can also be very well communicated through a press release. That is right, and it is done also. Okay, so if a company does very well, they have made like XYZ amount of profits and all, they do let you know via press release. So yes, that's a yes. Question two, Saurav Bhar. Okay, if press releases are not done, should that affect the company's growth? Uh, See, it depends on the company again. Okay, so I would say that if the company is well known, it will definitely affect the company's growth. More than company's growth, it will affect the company's reputation. Okay, but on the contrary, there are companies like Tesla as well who don't really shell even a single penny on their advertising. So it depends on the company. If from the very initial stages you have been taking that approach, then yes, you should continue in that line. Otherwise, if you haven't, if you have a very strong personal brand like Elon Musk has, then a single tweet will do, I guess. So yeah. Should very small creative companies put their press releases too? I mean, yeah, why not? Anyone who wants can put them. But how much will it be effective? That is what is going to that will be you know, under question. Just to promote a small retailers of Mumbai by factories that they think functionally factory promotion easily available on retail. Yeah, so that's what I was saying, Yathanshu. This is not a press release. This doesn't come under press release. Okay, this is an advertisement. So during these COVID times, all brands have come together and they have done something or the other to come in favor of local markets or to help the frontline workers or something like this. These are not press releases. This is not an announcement. Press release will be very different from this because what happens is press release may you are telling what you are doing. Okay, like from the company point of view, if you're doing something else for like how you just mentioned, they're doing localization and all. This is all brand tactics. This is not press release. They have nothing to do with it. Uh, so yeah, that is not a press release. How is a press release different from copywriting? So press release is different from copywriting because I think the first difference that I can let you know is press release is more than like it is a lot of words, right? 250 to 300 words is a lot of words, while a copy, a website copy is um, a bit shorter, I think so. Like compare it to a tagline, no? Let's say McDonald's. So I'm loving it. It is just what 3 words, but it has such a huge impact. So that's a copy. But a press release, by definition and by effort, it's different from copywriting. But it's like you can say do that type. So yeah, really appreciate your effort, Shreya. Thank you so much. Press release can be relatable with the stock value of the company. Yes, definitely, it can be. It is done, no? So that's what I guess somebody else also asked the same question that if there is any, you know, increase in any revenue or anything, or any, if they are introducing a new stock, giving up, like Burger King recently released their IPO, no? So that was a press release. Now you're getting it. That is a press release. Now they had to do that because otherwise people won't know. How will people know? Because of that, people knew, and the IPOs were gone like this. Okay. So, I think
We covered all the questions.
we have one last question from your Sanju. From your LinkedIn post, there is one which says customer is our king and kings never bargain. When you visited Bombay site, so do you think it is just a marketing gimmick or it works? Asking because you are a marketer. Okay, I didn't expect this question. I'm really happy that you came up with this question. So, yes, it works. I'll tell you. Marketers now today have this very, they've learned this psychology, human psychology. Okay, so they know how to target the right nerve and hit the right nerve. So I'll tell you something. Okay, now if I've launched a new product or if I've launched a new service, or let's say I'm the owner of Bombay Fries. Okay, you come, you're a new customer, you come to me. I don't even say anything. I as a customer or you as a customer, you viewed that thing, you viewed that poster. And what did it say? Consumers are king. You're already putting us on a pedestal. Okay, we are kings. Okay, fine, well and good. And kings don't bargain. That's right. We don't bargain. Which king bargains? So you're playing directly with the psychology of your customers or your consumers. Okay. So basically चने के झाड़ पे चढ़ाओगे ना अपने customers को. As a marketer, the only thing that you should do is अपने audience को चने के झाड़ पे चढ़ाओ. Play with their minds, as rightly said by Souvik. Play with their minds, and your game is won. That is all you need to do. I think that will be a wrap from my end. Harshita, you can take over.
Are you, ma'am? Okay, so I guess we answered all the questions. Thank you so much, Shreya, for answering all the questions and for the presentation as well. It was amazing and a beginner friendly session. I hope everyone here enjoyed the session and learned something out of it.
It was a pleasure being here, Harshita. I really enjoyed it.
I guess with this we can end the session. If you have anything else to share, Shreya, you can go ahead. Else we can end this now.
No. I think I've spoken a lot. I've shared a lot. So I think if you have any more questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, we are done.
Right. So if anyone has any question, they can put it out. Else we can end the session, I guess. So Shreya, how was your experience being here?
I mean, I've never really been to a session where people are so active, in asking questions. It really makes you want to say more and want to talk and explain things more, right? When people are so interactive and they're so active. So I think special thanks to Yatanshu, Souvik and Saurav for continuously asking me questions. It was really great of you. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much being here, and I'm just giving a again a big thanks to the audience. Like these are the constant audience, you can say. They are present in almost every session, and they love being enjoying, like asking questions and learning from the people. So yeah, I just love that. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, you are not active in teacher session. Nobody's active there.
So this shows they're genuinely interested, and that's why they're active. That makes me even more happy.
Right. Even more happy. So with
All right.
this, I guess we can end the session. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Shreya, for your time, and thank you everyone for staying till the last. PPT will be shared directly, like in the WhatsApp group, and yeah, you can take the recordings and session PPT from there. So yeah, thank you so much, Shreya. Thank you everyone. Have a great day. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.